Hi, first graders. All right, as promised, here is today's math lesson on story problems with subtraction. All right, so just like yesterday, you need to go get out your student workbook and a pencil. I'll get mine out right here. Okay, so student workbook, pencil. Here is the I can statement for today. Guess what? Does that look familiar? Because it should. It's the same as yesterday. It says, I can find missing numbers in story problems. But today, subtraction story problems. So once you have those materials ready, you need to turn to page 44. Page 44 looks a lot like yesterday's work, but this time, those penguins are going to be diving in the water. They're going to be going away. That's why they're subtraction problems. And just like yesterday, sometimes you'll solve for the answer. Sometimes you'll solve for the number in the middle. And sometimes you'll solve for the number that's at the beginning of the equation. Now, in subtraction equations, the number at the end of the equation, that's the answer. We call that the difference. For addition, it was the sum. But for subtraction, the answer is called the difference. It's the difference between this number and this number. They're comparisons. Yeah. Now, the names for these numbers right here, they're kind of long, and I'm not going to go over them right now by writing them out. I'll just tell you that this is called the minuend, and this is called the subtrahend. Woo! Pretty cool math words. But I want you to focus on knowing this. The answer to a subtraction problem is the difference. All right, today's subtraction problems. Here we go. So, just like yesterday, stay in practice. Write your name at the top and today's date. Today is 4-30-20. It's the 30th. All right, it's the last day of April. Here we go. And just like yesterday, numbers, pictures, and words need to be used to solve these problems. Make sure you're showing your work. We can't give you all the points if you just show the answer. You always show your work in math. Okay, number 1. There were 11 penguins on the ice. Then 3 of them dove into the water. If penguins are diving into the water, they're out of there. It's takeaway, subtraction. They want to know how many penguins are left on the ice. Whenever they ask how many are left, they're looking for the answer, my friends. How many are left? That's the answer. It's the difference. So if you start with 11, and look at these, all these penguins right here, total 11, and 3 of them dive in, then how many are left on the ice? Well, let's just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 left on the ice. So 11 minus 3 that dove in the water equals 8. Now, did I show a real picture there? Did I show my work? I just kind of circled something. I don't know. I need to see a little bit more. So what I would do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right there. And 3 of them, boom, are out of there. Let's just take away those 3. They're right in a row. How many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That, my friends, is how you show your work. Okay, number 2. How are you going to figure this out? Let's move that up out of the way. And even let's go like this so that we are not bothered by the other words on the page. Number 2, there were 10 penguins on the ice. Some of them dove in the water. And now there are only 3 penguins left on the ice. How many penguins dove in the water? Well, we know it's some. Is that the answer? Should I just write some? 10 minus some equals 3. Well, I mean, yeah, that does make sense, but I need the number, my friends. Okay, so erase that. I'm being silly. This is what I would do. I know that there were 10 penguins on the ice. Then some dive into the water, and now there's only 3 left. There they are. 1, 2, 3. How many dove in the water? Well, you could draw a picture, but the cool thing is, think about your fact families. Go backwards, do the opposite. Let's do some addition. If I started right here with 3 and I thought, well, 3 penguins, there they are, plus some number would equal 10. I'm better at that in my brain real quickly. 3 plus something equals 10. I know it. It's those 10 facts. 3 plus, yes, 3 plus 7 equals 10. So if 3 plus 7 equals 10, then fact family relationships, 10 minus 7 should equal 3. Hey, look at this. Boom, boom. 10 minus 7 should equal 3. If you didn't like that math that I just did, hey, that's okay. Draw me a picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's all 10. Here's the 3 that are left on the ice. That means this many dove into the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can prove it to me that way also. Okay. Number 3. Too many papers. Okay, number 3. Here we go. How are you going to solve this problem? Some penguins were on the ice. Okay. Then 4 dove in the water. Bye-bye. That's minus. That's takeaway. Now there are only 9 penguins left on the ice. How many penguins were on the ice to start? Whenever they're asking you how many were there in the beginning or the start, that's that beginning number that's missing that we have to solve for. Well, they told us that now there are only 9 penguins left. That's the answer. And they told us that 4 dove into the water. That's the minus 4. So how many did they start with? Well, look at this handy dandy picture right here. It's so nice they gave it to us. Couldn't we just count them all? If there's 9 on the ice and these 4 dove in the water, then how many they started with is all those penguins. We could do it that way. Here's the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how many there are now. Plus the 4 that dove in. Did you hear me say plus the 4? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I added them all up. 13 minus 4 equals 9. Or you could go backwards and start with the 9 and add the 4 instead. 9 plus 4 equals, oh my goodness, this is reminding me of that cool strategy we have when we add with 9s. We turn the 9 into a 10, and then we turn the next number down by 1, so it would become a 3. 10 plus 3 equals 13. 9 plus 4 equals 13. 13 minus 4 equals 9. 13, 13, 13. We're getting that number 13 every way we try it. We even counted 13. Hey, proving our work is true. That's what you do, mathematicians. Okay, so we just did the first three together. I would like you, my friends, to do number 4. Number 4, they don't give you a picture, but they give you 2 problems, just like you had in our seesaw activity on Tuesday, where there's a missing number. You need to figure out what it is, but you've got to show your work. And then they're going to give you a story problem right here, but no picture again. And you need to find that missing number. You're finding the beginning number here, the middle number here, and the beginning number here. This number 6 is a challenge. Do it if you'd like to. Hey, I want to show you these real quick though, up here. I notice 10, 10, and even down here, 10. We're subtracting with 10, but you could do the opposite. You could add with 10 as a strategy to help you solve these problems. Hint, hint, hint. If some number minus 10 equals 13, oh my goodness, I always do that with my class. Cover your ears, pretend like you didn't hear that. Some number minus 10 equals 3. You could go backwards, opposite. You could add, you could say 3 plus 10 equals 13. Use those 10 facts you know. Use the addition facts you know. You can do the opposite. If it's subtraction, you could do the opposite, addition, using those same numbers. Okay, enough of the hints. Mrs. Katie is done. You don't need to turn this into seesaw. Do the work, show your adults at home, and that makes all of us very happy. So, my friends, that is all for